Lakshadweep is a very small union territory of India, the smallest union territory of India, scattered in the Arabian Sea, a group of 36 islands. In that, 10 islands are inhabited. There are 70,000 people living there, living very peacefully, harmoniously, and they are truly patriotic. People are very patriotic in sense that you would like to know the how better how celebratedly celebrating our Independence Day, Republic Day, all those national events we are cooperating with. So this is the culture. We have a rich tradition, rich culture. All those as long as these long years we have. So what happened to Lakshadweep now? Lakshadweep got a new administrator posted, and his name is Praful Kodavai Patel. He is the administrator for Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman Diu. Now, on the demise of the then administrator, Shri Dineshwar Sharma, retired IPS officer, he was the chief of IB in Delhi. He died in December 4. The very next day, charge was given to Mr. Praful Kodavai Patel. After giving charge to him, what actually went wrong? Now, entire world is suffering with COVID pandemic situation. Lakshadweep was the only one place. Lakshadweep was the only one place for the last 1 year till January 2021, when the entire world was shook of a COVID situation. Lakshadweep was the only one place it was completely green without a single case. So how we achieved that? We achieved it through a consultative decisions, leading in front Mr. Dineshwar Sharma, late Dineshwar Sharma, and consulting with the people's representative, local panchayat, member of parliament, and officers there, at large the people's cooperation. There were two things which we could contain spread of COVID in Lakshadweep. That was, number one, we had a quarantine system implemented, half in Cochin, half in Lakshadweep, because Cochin is the gateway to Lakshadweep. Those who wanted to come to Lakshadweep, that SOP, standard operating procedure of COVID, says that he has to undergo quarantine for 7 days in Kochi in the quarantine center organized by Lakshadweep administration, and completing that he has to go for an RT-PCR test. RT-PCR test negative persons will be given permission to travel in the ship, and once he reaches the island he has to go 1 week home quarantine again. So in this way we could screen all the passengers who are going to Lakshadweep, and we could contain COVID spread for 1 year. This was widely appreciated by the world. So this was why we took such a decision, because we know the health facilities are not that much, expert doctors are there, we don't have that much specialist treatment there. So if anything goes wrong from this, a change of policy will be affecting entire island, because this is a small area, people are living, dense population there. So on that, Mr. Praful Kodavai Patel, on his first visit, he directly hits on this SOP. He wanted to revise the SOP. He wanted to change the present SOP, giving importance to the economic development. We were not opposing to the economic development. We want things to happen. We want all those activities to function. But we requested him, taking Lakshadweep's condition, Lakshadweep's health scenario, this quarantine should be restored in the revised SOP also. That was the demand we kept it before him. For that, we protested on the road. I was the person who was leading the protest, and our panchayat members were jailed into that protest. So why we are protesting for that? Only to contain the COVID spread in Lakshadweep. What we are asking, we asked for him to restore the quarantine system. At least minimum those who tested negative RT-PCR before boarding the ship, that period they should be quarantined, so that they will not be given an opportunity to go outside and get infected and carry the virus and come to the Lakshadweep. So he was not listening to that also. Now what is the scenario in Lakshadweep? Entire island Lakshadweep has spreaded with COVID now. People are really suffering. We have lost nearly 24 to 30 lives, valuable lives we lost. And so you know that Lakshadweep population is not that much. 70,000 is the people population. From that, 30% died, and almost all houses are having, you know, 1 or 2 cases of COVID. The situation is very panic there. Entire island is in shutdown. 4 islands are completely shut down now. So this is a scenario Lakshadweep is happening. If he would have been heard at least what people's representative are saying, at least the people of Lakshadweep are saying, this would not be the situation. The Lakshadweep could have been free from the COVID. What he tried to bring in a piece of legislation or promulgation was to bring in a PASA regulation. What is actually PASA? Prevention of Antisocial Activity Regulation, which is popularly known as Gunda Act. You, my listeners, Lakshadweep, you heard, Lakshadweep is a place where people are very simple living. They are very, very close to the heart. Their culture is so built, and they receive anybody with such a big hospitality that even if you don't know anybody, they will offer a cup of tea when you reach that land. See, the National Crime Bureau of reports till this date, when I am talking to you, you just log on to the National Crime Bureau of reports published by the Home Ministry. You see the crime rates, such serious crimes like kidnapping, terrorism, child abduction, those major crimes, Lakshadweep stands 0 there. And United Nations, in their website, it is published that Lakshadweep is one of the most peaceful area to live. And people are living very happily. And to that place, what is the need of implementing or getting a piece of legislation to implement a Gunda Act? What is he aiming at? That is the following. When I explain the series of other draft notification, which is anti-people, then comes the preference of importance of why he is so particular on implementing this PASA Act. I will come to it.
Yes.
See the next issue. I'm just synchronizing all those. The next draft notification which he brought in is the Animal Preservation Regulation. So in this Animal Preservation Regulation, what is he trying to say? We have a rich culture and we have been continuing having an eating habit. So time immemorial we have been continuing that practice. So he is trying to put a block or a hurdle in the eating habit of the people of Lakshadweep. Why he wanted to do that? Was there any problem? Is there any issue? And in the way of preservation of animals, what he is trying to do there? He is trying to control. He is trying to, put in a bringing in a legislation which can put people who eat beef put into the jail without any legal services. Such heinous things are being drafted for a people who have been enjoying, who have been living very peacefully with their own lifestyle, and there was no issue among them. For that place, he is bringing an animal preservation regulation. I would have appreciated if animal preservation would carry certain things which was contributing to the ecology of the island, because the marine flora and fauna of Lakshadweep, which contributes to the coral's growth, which coral is the main thing for the existence of the island. So there are sea cucumber is one of that. So there is no mention of such things in this Animals Preservation Act. Only 3 things are mentioned. That's cow, bull and buffalo is 3 animals mentioned in the Animals Preservation Act, through which he is trying to put a curtail on the eating habit of the people. This is the second draft notification he brought in. Obviously, I'm coming to then I complete all the draft, then I come back to what is the importance of PASA here. Then he comes out with a piece of legislation for controlling the democratically elected representation of people of Lakshadweep, that is local body. The district panchayat we have there. We have a 2-tier panchayat system. One is village G panchayat, the other is district panchayat. He unilaterally went on promulgating, changing the rules and regulations of the district panchayat. In that, he is proposing that anybody who is having more than 2 kids, he or she cannot contest in the local body. What is the need of it? Secondly, as a member of parliament, people's representative, I have a seat in the district panchayat. Similarly, each chairpersons of the village the panchayat, who is again elected, he also have a seat in the district panchayat, because this is a full representation of a democratic setup of Lakshadweep. From those areas, member of parliament, village the panchayat chairperson seat has been seized. So why all these things are doing? What is the motto behind this? Third, he is permitting liquor there on the side of promoting the tourism. Lakshadweep has been inviting people, or Lakshadweep is a place where it beckons people because of its natural beauty. It was not for the liquor. See, liquor consumption is prohibited by enactment in Lakshadweep Islands. Obviously, there was permission in the uninhabited island where a Bangaram, one world famous Bangaram resort is there. But that is, no people are living that. That is an uninhabited island, and that is only a tourist resort. And people who go, only the tourists there. So there is no cultural conflict happening or permitting liquor in that resort. But if that is carried out to an inhabited island, I will clearly say that one island is measuring 3.2 square kilometer area. In between that, a tourist beach resort is there, and to that resort, if liquor is being permitted, the peripheral area, there are religious mosques are there, lot many houses are there. So we worry that the liquors can flow to the local people, and we fear that our young generation are likely to get spoiled by the influence of alcohol and all those nasty things. For that, we opposed that. He never listened to anybody. He unilaterally given permission to 3 islands, Kavaratti, Miniko and Kadamat, for having liquor. I am coming to the sequence now. He is presently the administrator of Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman Diu. He was posted in 2016. What he did in Dadra Nagar Haveli, that also you must understand. Dadra Nagar Haveli, Daman Diu, lot many Dravid people, Adivasi people has been retrenched from the job on his arrival. Lot many fishermen, small shelters, their houses were demolished to spread a big road of 15 meters. Lot many people had jobless there. They were not Muslims actually. So what I try to express here is that this is not a Hindutva agenda or atrocity against Muslims there, because why I very clearly say, because when Mr. Praful Kodabai Patel was appointed as administrator in Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman Diu, similarly administrator to Lakshadweep, a political nomination, though he was a retired IPS officer, Shri Farooq Khan, he was from Jammu Kashmir, he was appointed as administrator to Lakshadweep. So Mr. Farooq Khan was so people friendly, so consultative. He was taking all the political party along with having discussion with among them. So it was a well established democratic setup there. With that, lot many things, the complete health insurance policy for the people. Entire population of Lakshadweep was covered under the health insurance policy. Instead of earlier we had only 2 or 3 specialist doctors. After that we had 35 specialist doctors on a outsourcing of specialist doctors contract. So in the health sector, in the sports sector, in the transport sector, so many things we combinedly done lot many things. After that, Mr. Dinesh Sharma, he is late Mr. Dinesh Sharma, he was the IB chief in Delhi. He came. He was also the same thing. He was the barrier for Corona Free Lakshadweep in front. He was in front to lead that. So central government, if had such ill motives, Mr. Farooq Khan was the National General Secretary for BJP to Northeast. So he would have been the center would have been directed to him to do all these things. But they never did anything on that ground. But Mr. Praful Kodabai Patel, he is trying to implement the same thing, same his ideas, ideologies what he did in Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman Diu, he is copying the same thing to Lakshadweep. But he miserably failed to understand one thing, that Lakshadweep is a very small place. Lakshadweep is ecologically fragile. The environment has to be protected. We are not against the development. I am repeatedly saying we all want development. But those developments should be in tandem with the ecological fragility of the island. Supreme Court of India had appointed a committee, Justice Ravindran Commission, and with lot many expert scientists, they have made a broader outline of what are the things permissible in Lakshadweep and what are things not permissible in Lakshadweep. Now the fisherman's shed has been demolished in Lakshadweep. You have seen the videos, I think. What was the reason? What he highlighted, that to have a smart city project in the beach side, he have demolished the fisherman's shed long. See, the Tauktae cyclone had hit it very badly. Fishing boats have completely damaged. Why? Even though the notification of the cyclone was given early, but poor farmers were not having enough space to pull their boat on the land, because that land was taken by this administration to spread a smart city. I am not against the smart city. Here no one is opposing it. But based on that Supreme Court direction and that guidelines, it is very well spelled out in the guideline that if any project of that sort coming to the beach side which affects the fishermen, proper rehabilitation should be given to the fishermen, proper space should be given so that their shelters, their store, their other equipments need to be shifted and stored. The space should be given to them, then only administration should take place such activity. So they didn't giving any breathing time for the fishermen. Immediately bulldozed their things and removed everything without any note, without considering the guidelines vetted by the Supreme Court of India. This is same thing is happening in Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman Diu. This is what happened, because I would say the other notification which is in place now, which has to go for the central government's approval, that is Lakshadweep Development Authority Regulation. That is the most dangerous one. In that authority is being given enormous power to grab the land without the consent. I know that what is Compulsory Acquisition Act in other part of the country, I can understand that. But Lakshadweep have a special protection with the constitution, because entire people who live there are scheduled tribes and their land are protected, and it cannot enforce anybody to get the land. But I'm not opposing to the development, but we are very happy to give. But if a complete authority is given to a person or an officer by way of promulgation of law, what guarantee we can give that one fine day morning they come that this land we want and we want to go to construct certain things, your permission is not required. If we may give or we may not give the compensation, that authority is given to certain officers by this law. And that again, in that why it is environment, not environment friendly, in that notification they are saying that Lakshadweep is going to witness 15-meter broader roads. Can you imagine? A place is very small, which is 3.2 square kilometer area. In that, a 15-meter road is envisaged, means how many houses need to be demolished? Can you imagine how many dwellings will be, how many trees will be uprooted? Is this a scientific development? This is against the guidelines of the Supreme Court. That's what I'm saying. This is actually what we have copied, what we have done in Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman Diu. That cannot be copied to Lakshadweep, because Lakshadweep have a different archipelago, different ecological system, different environment system. All those things need to be studied. There is a very well guideline published by. Go with that. We are all supporting it. Then completely giving an authority, and the other serious problem with this draft is if that area comes under this authority, any house falling in that land, every 3 years, that house owner have to pay tax for renewing the license or the residential license. So these are the things which is implemented or drafted in the draft regulation. These are all the people of Lakshadweep are, objecting to it. Why he is autocratic? Because all these things he has not discussed with anybody in the sense that elected representative. I am a member of parliament. I am working. I am a member in the legislative system. See, I am also getting to know such notification when it is published in the public domain. ऐसे आम आदमी देखते हैं उसको, एक आम आदमी को जब ये देखने पड़ते जैसे ही मुझे देखना पड़ता है, तो अगर ऐसी कोई लेजिस्लेशन लाना चाहते हैं तो ऑब्वियसली एक डेमोक्रेटिक सेटअप में वहाँ की मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट के साथ डिस्कस करें. वहाँ की पंचायत बॉडी है, पंचायत बॉडी के सामने रखकर इसको डिस्कस करने के लिए बोले. जो पंचायत मेंबर इसके ऊपर अमल करेंगे, उसके ऊपर क्या क्या लगा सकता है, क्या क्या नहीं लगा सकता है, वो पीपल पूरी लक्षद्वीप की जो जनता की आवाज़ बनते हैं वो. सो दैट बिकम्स ए डेमोक्रेटिक सेटअप. But all those things were bypassed, not even given to anybody. It was very secretly drafted. It has come to the public domain. Then only we all came to know. That's what I said. This is somewhat a dictatorship of things are going in Lakshadweep. There is no democratic system prevailing in Lakshadweep. 2 days, I'm in Maharashtra. I came to meet my leader. So I believe that he is the only person in India now, a leader now, who can bring in a solution for our issues now. Because I believe in my leader, he is the only person in India now who can call upon any politician, any leader, any chief minister in India. Immediately after narrating all the issues before my president, he immediately wrote a serious letter referring all these draft notification to the Honorable Prime Minister of India, marking a copy to the Home Minister, stating that this is need to be taken very seriously, a solution need to be arrived. He has already wrote to it. Top of that, he has already sought the appointment of Honorable Prime Minister and Home Minister to discuss in detail what is happening in Lakshadweep and what need to be done. So we are waiting for the appointment of the Honorable Prime Minister and Home Minister, so that I believe this autocratic style of functioning of the present administrator can put to an end. Coming back to the Tote cyclone, the moment I see a leader is, see the hamdardi of a leader to the people of Lakshadweep, where it is very far, 70,000 people from there sitting in Maharashtra, he is sending such a solace. Can you imagine that? When I mentioned, sir, there are people who are suffering lot many issues on Toti, their fishing boat, which is only breadwinner of their family, that is completely damaged because of Toti. Can we do something on that? That just one word from my side, he immediately directed from Rashtrabadi Welfare Trust 50 lakh of rupees for the immediate relief of the people. I am really thankful to you, sir. On behalf of entire people of Lakshadweep, I am extending my sincere thanks. I am sure that this Lakshadweep issues also you will resolve soon. That is the hope of the people. They are very much aspirant on my visit to Maharashtra. I can give back a feedback to the people of Lakshadweep that Mr. Pawar, my Honorable President, will be there for the solace and resolution of the people, problems of the people of Lakshadweep.